Hello, dear friends. I'm Marina from MarsStars.net, and this is your July 2018 horoscope for Sagittarius. This is one of the really important, I would say, karmic months. We have a couple of interesting, important events, starting, of course, with Mars retrograde during the whole month. Also, Mercury going retrograde by the end of the month. And on top of that, we also have two eclipses. So it is a big deal, and we have to prepare for the upcoming month. Let's start with Mars retrograde, which will be in Aquarius during the whole month. And it will activate your third house using the whole house system, which means that you need to be extra careful with your communication. Mars retrograde in third house can bring misunderstandings, possible confrontation, sometimes aggressive behavior, harsh words from others. So prepare to be more patient, to prepare also to be really careful how you're expressing yourself, how you're connecting with others. Also, be extremely careful if you're driving a car or if you're traveling, because Mars retrograde requires that extra attention. The other planet which will be retrograde, Mercury, but actually it starts from the 25th, so until that we are okay. And Mercury will be in Leo during the whole month in your ninth house, so the main focus is on your long-term goals, on some plans for traveling or for education. And basically, you may think of a lot of things during this period. However, after the 25th, with Mercury going retrograde in Leo in ninth house, you need to be extra careful with the same topics and areas. So don't try to, don't start completely new educations. If you have to travel, especially abroad, be extra careful. Check all of the documents, all of the schedules, visas, whatever you need. Try to, to make sure that everything is okay, because Mercury can bring unexpected surprises or things which you haven't planned in regards to this area. The next event which we need to analyze is the transit sun, which will be in Cancer in your 8th house until the 22nd. This is one of the more challenging periods, and basically you may need to transform something. This is, I would say, the most positive manifestation of this transit. Try to transform something in your life, try to change something. You may notice that you're more interested into some occult, esoteric stuff, secret stuff, and also maybe make some kind of investments. Especially if you have a partner, a business partner, maybe you can attract some investments from other people, or your partner may benefit in terms of resources and finances. So this is one of the positive manifestations. And generally with the sun in 8th house, you may feel kind of more introverted, like you need more private space, you need to spend more time on your own, and that's completely okay. I think that you should respect this. And after the 22nd, the transit sun enters Leo and your ninth house, which is a completely different case, and you may feel more energized, happier, and more optimistic, because sometimes with the sun in 8th house, we may feel and we may be more pessimistic sometimes. Now, with the sun in ninth house, actually, you can transform those things. You can be more optimistic, you can focus on positive things, on your future, on some new goals. So generally, really positive position. The other thing which is important is Venus, which is also in Leo in your ninth house at the beginning of the month, which can make things really positive for you in terms of education issues or traveling, or also focus on the future. Venus brings positive emotions, so if you want to travel for fun, for entertainment, this is actually a very positive period. And after the 10th, Venus will enter Virgo and your 10th house, which can really harmonize your work. It can make the communication with authority figures more productive. You may notice that your coworkers tend to like you better, or you can negotiate with your bosses, ask for something, for permission, for promotion, for whatever you need to. So generally enjoy more the process of your work, and also you can be more successful in this area. The other thing which is important, Jupiter goes direct. Jupiter is really important for you guys because this is the ruler of your sign. So more or less, this is something you need to consider. At the same time, Jupiter is in Scorpio in your 12th house, which means that the things which can change are more on an internal level. And for example, you can become more ambitious and motivated without necessarily starting to do something concrete right now, but you can feel this inner change processing and happening within you. So, a great time to focus on spiritual practices as well, meditations, or maybe finding your guru or someone who will help you to be even more inspired to move to a next step and to really grow on an inner level. And finally, as we said, we also have eclipses during July, but these are huge topics with so much information we have to cover. And that's why I decided to make free webinars, which are separate for each of the events. You can find the information and the links for the events below the video. I really hope I'll see you live, but also you can watch the recordings if that's what you prefer. These are the major events during July. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you really soon.